Memphis Wrestling. Dave Brown right along ringside, ready to go with another big championship wrestling day today, David.
Oh, get ready. We got an opening match today with Brickhouse Brown coming in here to battle Scotty the Body. Should be a fine opening match today. A bit later on, we'll have Ron and Don, the Bruise Brothers, in a tag team match. The Gilberts will be here, Tommy and Doug. And a little bit later on, we will have Steve Kern in here as part of the tag team.
Back again.
A little bit later on, we'll also be looking at Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis, and much, much more on this championship wrestling.
Yeah, we're going to be calling the King at home, too, and talking to him a little bit later on. Lots of videotape, all kind of action that we better get ready for. We'll take time out. Be back in just a moment. Okay, we're going to be ready to go here in the ring here in just one moment as we'll have our opening bout coming up. Quite a card lined up for you today, and boy, if we can get our first match in here and get ready to go. Okay, anytime we got plenty of action. Steve Kern will be a little bit long a little bit later on with it. Yeah. Well. Brickhouse Brown, Brother Ernest.
Shut up, you old fool. These people know who I am.
Yeah.
I don't need no introduction. But for those of you who don't know, I'm Brickhouse, master of seduction. Now let me tell all you suckers something right now. Just when you thought it was safe to get back in the ring, here come the Brickhouse with his bull jive game. I'm ready to thump and bump like I left off doing the last time I was here. And I'm ready to slap this sucker upside his nappy head.
But not only Brickhouse, he is a member of my coalition, which gives him, so much great power. And he's come back. He's a member of the coalition.
And I'm going to show him the light, Daddy. I'm going to show him the light.
I thought maybe you had learned a lesson since the last time that you were here.
Let me tell you something right now. The only thing that I learned is I have to right now concentrate solely on what I do best, and that's stomp and bump suckers upside their nappy head. Now, everybody knows how intelligent I am, right? You have no question about that, right, Lance? Because you know what I'm capable of doing, not only with these soup bones, but with my intelligent thinking. You understand?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Isn't it wonderful?
Right, well.
Don't you just feel wonderful just being around us?
Boy, it really does the job.
I can just feel your heart all the way over here. Just I can see your hands kind of clammy. So we're going to go on over here.
Fine. That's the best place for you. Okay, Dave, what do you say? Let's get this first match underway.
One fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up here. From Palm Beach, Florida, 226 pounds, introducing Scotty the Body. And across the way, with Brother Ernest in his corner, out of Miami, Florida, 225 pounds, Brickhouse Brown. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Bell sounds, and here we go. Brickhouse. Scotty the Body on the mat and then drops down with the upper arm. He drops down on him again, caught him right in the top of the head that time. Under the watchful eye of Brother Ernest over in the corner. Scotty the Body off the ropes, ran into an upper arm. Scotty the Body on his feet, coming back here with a right hand or two for Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse bounced into the corner. Scotty the Body whips him across the way, but he made the mistake of a young wrestler. He went right in there after him full speed ahead, and Brickhouse Brown simply pulled the foot up. And that stopped that right there. Suplex by Brickhouse. Brickhouse Brown right after it. Scotty with a right fist and another one. He got a little control a few minutes ago with that. He's going to try it again. This time he goes into the corner, and there's a monkey flip as he flips Brickhouse out of there. Brickhouse slowed him with a forearm. Scotty round behind him, drops the shoulders on the mat. Count to one. Reversal by Brickhouse. Count of two. He got it. Well, gotta admit he's impressive. Brickhouse Brown, 1:24 seconds. He gets the victory over Scotty the Body here with a nice reversal. Let's give him credit for it. A nice reversal as he got the shoulders down.
Who's still We're the baddest in this town. Huh?
You got to win, Brickhouse.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Brother
You get
Ernest.
a little excited. You always get excited when it's one of them Lawlers or one of them Jets or
right,
one of my boys
yeah,
gets excited. You don't do nothing. Give me a little. That's where
I'm excited, Brother Ernest. I'm excited, believe me.
Get excited, Dave. Come
Thrilled.
on, let me feel it.
I'm thrilled.
Okay.
I really am.
All right. I'll tell you what, that was how fast, Dave?
That was only a minute 25. Want to get another one going?
Yeah, let's see if we can get ready for the next one. We'll just bring another one in here in our opening segment. So we will not take a break right at this point. Here comes a young man right now that we're delighted to be able to bring out here and introduce to you. Mr. Tom Brandy. Tom, hi. We had a chance to meet Tom a couple of days ago for the first time. We're really tickled to death to have you in here, Tom. Tom comes from a background of athletics all through his career. He was in professional football with Portland in the USFL. More recently, though, after that, he did a stint with Chippendales in New York, and now you're in professional wrestling. Kind of a varied career, Tom.
You know, Lance, first off, it's my pleasure to meet you. All the time I've been watching wrestling, I see your face on the screen, and, you know, I haven't been in the sport that long, but all I know is this is the place to be, the hotbed of wrestling. Championship wrestling territory, and I figured it's about time I started making a name for myself in this territory right here.
Okay, partner. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I saw you in one match. I was impressed. You really use all your athletic ability inside that ring.
Well, I'm about to try everything I have, I'm going to give it all, because when you see me in the ring, I'm going to shake, I'm going to bake a little bit, but when it comes down to it, I'm going to get the 3 count, too.
All right, that's the name of
Thank
it.
you,
Go in
sir.
there and do it. Good luck to you. Tom Brandy. First,
Wait a minute.
Shake and bake on something when Reddy gets a hold of his head. He gonna shake and bake.
We'll see. Stepping up to the ring right now, the opponent for Tom Brandy, that is Reddy. Reddy weighs in at 211 from parts unknown. And going against it from Chippendales, New York City, 235 pounds, Tom Brandy. This match won fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
woo! Did he get him? He got a 2 count. Up. He had him, but he didn't have it down for the 3 count. He rushed him in, and again, Tom Brandy fires him into the rope, rolls him back up. 1, 2, 3. Got him.
Boy.
There ain't no way. He had the man's tights. He had the man's tights. There's no way this sleazeball dancer can beat my man. He had his tights, Calhoun. He had his tights.
Well, that's Boss Winter, Reddy's manager, yelling and screaming. He was pulling tights. I didn't see it that way. Looked to me
No.
like he beat him right there,
That's
fair and
right.
square. 22 seconds.
No way this sleazeball dancer can beat this athlete. He had him by the
Hey,
tights.
the match is over, boss, for crying out
I
loud.
want a match with the man. We want a match with the man.
You just had a match.
There's no way that this little girl dancer is going to beat an athlete like Reddy. He wasn't ready.
Okay,
He had him by the tights.
There, you want another match? Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Brandy picks him up, slams him down. 2, 3, and there you go. That was even quicker, Dave.
It was even quicker. Good grief.
Reddy comes out, takes a big swing at him. He stepped in behind him, waist locked him, picked him straight up, slammed him to hey, come on, man. He beat him twice for crying out loud.
Crazy.
What do you got to
He had
have?
him by the tights again.
Brickhouse, not your match.
From the last time I was out here, you're still out here going on like it's 250 years ago today, you know what I mean? Trying to have the brother embarrassed like this. This is a conspiracy. Hey, he's trying to make the brother look bad. Come here, boss. Come here. If he want to make a brother look bad, why don't he test himself and come and face me, huh? Yeah. Why don't you want some, huh? If he want to embarrass a brother, I'm the man for him. You understand what I'm saying?
Brickhouse bound. Now, wait a minute. Tom Brandy says, come on up here. I'm ready for it. Oh. Hey, Dave. 3 for the price of 1.
Third in a row here.
Brickhouse Brown will be a lot more competition as he comes firing in on Tom Brown. He bangs him with that right hand. Double clutches him right to the throat. And Brandy, while they had quick matches, they were still 2 matches prior to this, and Brickhouse is often running very, very fast on Tom Brandy. Bang. Another right hand. Brandy has yet to get his sea legs underneath him in this match because Brickhouse jumped him right off the bat.
Brickhouse Brown. Boy, he snapped him right over. They waist-locked him and snapped him over. Through the ropes goes Tom Brandy down onto the floor. Out on the floor, Brickhouse Brown. Right fist to the midsection. Referee trying to get him back in the ring. He does. Down, 1, 2, he got it!
Whoa! Sunset flip, and Tom Brandy comes out with a victory over Brickhouse Brown. What a beautiful move with that sunset flip.
Brickhouse Brown jumped, from behind, he nails him. No sense of fair play at all, is there, with Brickhouse? Not a bit. Nothing's changed with him, it looks like.
He's furious that the pattern didn't change. Brandy got 2 wins over Reddy, and Brickhouse Brown came in there as a great savior. He was going great, but that sunset flip did him in for a quick 1, 2, 3, and Brandy jumped, nailed from behind by Brickhouse, and there he goes out on the floor again. Tom Brandy being jumped down by Brickhouse Brown. Slammed his head down into the ring post, and Tom Brandy down on the floor where he was popped into that ring post by Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse grabs him by the hair and is picking him up. The match is officially over.
Oh, he cut him open.
Yeah, he busted him open.
He hit him over there.
On that post. And Brickhouse trying to prove a point now. He lost the match. He cannot change that. A 1, 2, 3 for Tom Brandy on the sunset flip as he slams Brandy down and dumps him back toward the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun having no success backing Brickhouse up. Brickhouse goes to the second rope and leaps off, and Brandy is out of the way and gone. Brandy back up to his feet now. Tags into Brickhouse. Big drop kick. And Tom Brandy bleeding puts Brickhouse down on the mat, and Brickhouse decides, well, maybe it's time to get out of here.
Yeah, there he does go after losing the match, and now Tom Brandy taking control here again. What a great comeback from being beaten down on the floor here and cut open. The time of the match with Brickhouse was 1:19.
Okay, we're going to take time out. We'll be back with more action in just a moment. Okay, let me quickly tell you about the action coming down to the Evansville Coliseum on Wednesday. Boy, it is a Wednesday. It is a dandy. That final bout. Listen to this. Jerry the King Lawler, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and Podna, that's all. No referee in the ring Wednesday night at the Evansville Coliseum. Lawler and Gilbert with no ref in the ring. Tennessee street fight before that one when Eddie Marlin and Tommy Gilbert come in with clothes on and somebody's going out without them. And then it'll be Jeff Jarrett and Dougie Gilbert, the hitman, going against each other with Eddie Marlin handcuffed over in Jeff's corner, Tommy Gilbert handcuffed over in Doug's corner. A Southern Tag Team title match with the titles at stake against the gold record of Sawyer Brown when Max Payne, gorgeous Gary Young, will be defending against Ron and Don Bruce. Tom Brandy going against Brickhouse Brown, and the Nightmare Ken Wayne will be opening up against Terry Adonis. All of that action coming up Wednesday. Right from the very beginning that came in here and made their debut, as a matter of fact, in CWA territory is Ron and Don Bruce, better known as the Blue Denim Bruce brothers. Ron and Don have had a rather interesting, spectacular career as the guys have held thus far, even in their young career, the Southern Tag Team titles. They didn't hold on to them all that long, but boy, I want to tell you, we're really proud of you guys. And the last time that we talked to you or had you out here with the folks, brother Ernest and his boys Max Payne and Gorgeous Gary Young were saying they're not going to give you a rematch unless you come up with some of that hard money. They were looking for some cash in there, Ron.
Yep, they sure were, and I think we answered that. You got a video here if we can show that.
Oh, okay, fine. We've got a videotape that may have some bearing on this. Let's take a look at it right now if we've got it up. Okay.
Thank you, Lance, very much. A lot of people know about our association with the Bruise Brothers, and I tell you, we're just as proud as we can be of them. We have been watching their videotapes on the buses when we've been on the road, and a lot of times I'll sneak out and drive to the match myself and watch them wrestle and never tell anybody. And we're just excited. We went crazy when they won the belts. We were so excited about it. We were pretty disappointed in them losing the belts, and we were very disappointed in the way they lost the belts. And now Brother Ernest says that the boys have got to put something up for the belts. Well, everybody knows they haven't been wrestling a long time. They don't have a lot of money. And I remember back, there was a fella by the name of Kenny Rogers about 3 years ago who helped me out in my career. And I think that you should pass things along. One of the hardest things that we've worked for in our career is getting to the point where you get a gold album. Well, I feel confident enough in Ron and Don that they're going to win the belts back, and I'm willing up to put anything up for the belts. And this baby right here is the hardest thing I ever had to work for. Brother Ernest, this is a gold album, dude, and this is one thing that as an entertainer or a recording artist, that the most coveted award that you can get. And I'm putting this thing up in confidence that Ron and Don Bruise are going to be the next Mid-South heavyweight champs. And I'm putting up the gold. And everything that you've got, your belts and your boys, whatever they've got, bring it on. Because we've got confidence. They won the belts once. They lost them to you and your boys, but that time is over. The gold right here.
Okay, let me first say that is Mark Miller of the incredible group Sawyer Brown. And let me second say, you got a real friend there in Mark.
Yeah, we sure do.
What are you doing out here, Brother Ernest?
Bring all the gold records on, because at Wrestling USA, we're going to pave the street with gold records. That's how many we'll take. That's how many records we'll take from you and your Sawyer Brown or Buster Brown. What about the dog Tag? Y'all going to put him up too?
Yeah, hey, listen, these guys are out here.
What?
They've met a stipulation. They came up with something in order to...
What do you think we're going to do, melt it down and make a nugget?
A valuable gold record, much more valuable than anything that you've got to offer there. Here's something that Sawyer Brown worked hard all their career, and they're willing to back two friends right here and put that thing up in order to get a match.
You got a violin back there where I can play it?
We don't need any of that
kind of... We'll pave the street with gold records.
Well...
By the way, don't forget we can get that condominium.
Okay, Brother Ernest, just let it go.
He's unbelievable.
I gotta say that it puts a little extra pressure on you guys because you know what that means to Mark and the guys and Sawyer Brown.
Yeah, for Mark to put up something that means that much to him, Lance, it shows that he has a lot of confidence in the Bruise Brothers and our abilities. Max Payne and Gary Young, you outweigh us. Certainly have a lot more experience than we have. But in the upcoming match, Lance, in order for them to beat us, they're literally going to have to carry us out of the ring on a stretcher and haul us off in an ambulance.
Well, I tell you one thing. I was surprised when you won the titles before. It wouldn't surprise me with the determination you got if you can win them again in there. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Boy, that's going to be a touchy situation for them because I know exactly how much that gold album means to Mark. And they're Blue Denim Bruise Brothers, Ron and Don, climbing up in the ring. David, ready for the next go?
Here, their opponent stepping up into the ring apron right now. This match is going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Total weight 440 pounds. Introducing out of Memphis, Tennessee, Keith Eric, and from parts unknown, under the mask, the Blue Knight. Going against him at a total of exactly 500 pounds. From Apopka, Florida, Ron and Don Bruise. This match, one fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee.
Okay, bell time, and they're starting out against the most experienced man of the four, Keith Airy, who has been around and has wrestled the biggest that have been through here. No doubt about that, Davey.
He's wrestled them all. He's jumped a bunch of them from behind, too, in his wrestling career already. Ron and Don Bruce, they've come a long way in a short period of time. Got to tell you, they're looking mighty good recently.
I don't know any sport in the world that they don't hang with the old axiom that there is no substitute for natural athletic ability, and I think that's what we've seen with these two young guys.
That's a mighty good point. Blue Knight in there right now. He was choking. The referee was right there, got that stopped. Off the rope, good drop kick. There's some of that athletic ability. High in the air.
Nice tight snap suplex. And there's a tag on Don. Check it. Let's make that Ron. Yeah, that was Ron who just came in. And over the top on a double backdrop goes the Blue Knight. Big standing drop kick. Boy, he popped it right up. And that's not easy for guys that go as tall as these fellas are. They're about 6'6". And a cover on the Knight. But Keith Airy is in. Put the back, but he held with it. All right.
Well, he sure did. I thought Keith Airy was going to get that stopped at about the 2 count when he planted a foot in his back, but he didn't. He hung in there, and the Blue Knight is counted out. Minute 31 the time.
Good win. Warm up for the Bruise Brothers as they take the Blue Knight and Keith Airy. We've got more of it. Be back into action in just a moment. Okay, back in the action here in just a moment. First, I want to remind you that Thursday, April the 14th, Olyctic, Indiana, at the Community Center, you can save $1 by getting your tickets in advance. That's well worth doing it. Friday, April the 15th, in Greenfield, Kentucky, at the Muhlenberg Center High School, where also you can save $1 on the advance tickets right there. That's Thursday, April the 14th, in Olyctic, Indiana. Friday, April the 15th, Greenville, Kentucky. Okay, Wednesday night. Oh, man, can you believe that final event? The King, Jerry Lawler, Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert, with Missy Hyatt over in his corner, in the ring with no referee inside the ring. A Tennessee street fight with Eddie Marlin going against Tommy Gilbert. Jeff Jarrett and Doug Gilbert will be going in a single match. A Southern Tag Team title match where Sawyer Brown's gold record is up against the title with the Bruise Brothers against Payne and Young and more. That's all coming up Wednesday night in the Coliseum in Evansville. Gilbert in action. That's coming out right now. What is this?
Lance, I just wanted to show y'all. I want her to turn around here. I just want to let everyone see that royalty runs in the Gilbert family. Yeah. This is Miss Jennifer Wood, and she's a little Miss USA. And I just had to show everybody her.
My niece, royalty, queen.
Isn't she cute? And her crown,
she is a lovely little girl.
And her crown's real, not like Jerry Lawler's, too.
Yeah. Well, she is a lovely little girl, and...
She knows
Yes, Gilbert, that's right. Lance Russell, you think it. Jeff Jarrett thinks his granddaddy, his old man, Eddie Marlin, saved him last week. He's going to have his handcuffed. He's going to be handcuffed this week. He's not going to be able to save him. Jeff Jarrett thinks he's such an athlete. I'm going to take him when I hit him with his fist. He's going to think he's playing basketball. I'm going to bang, bam, bam, bam. I'm going to beat his stinking brains right in the mat.
Well, let me explain what you're talking about. I understand that you and Jeff Jarrett have a match coming up, and that you and Eddie Marlin are going to be handcuffed at ringside, so there won't be any hanky-panky going on.
Hanky-panky? Who saved Jeff Jarrett and Eddie Marlin? Just tell me, who come to the ring? Who done what? Me and the hitman here. What happened? Jeff Jarrett's laying out there with his own blood. Eddie Marlin, I told you would hurt, man. I told you it'd hurt from in here. It ain't gonna hurt, you know. The straps on your back, after a while, them leaves you. But this in here hurts, don't it? And that's exactly what we done. I told you I'd do it, and that's what I done. The hitman here. Do you know what this man is gonna do? Do you know what he's gonna do to Jeff? You're gonna find out why this man is called the hitman. Everybody that played football against Lexington, they knew whenever he stepped out there what he was and what he could do. He got kicked out of more football games because of what he done. And I want to tell you what, Jeff Jarrett is going to understand and know why, because we're fixing to show you here just in a minute. Handcuff, that's fine. And then a street brawl with Eddie Marlin. You know something?
You got one of them coming up.
Do you know something? Can you imagine what Eddie Marlin's going to look like naked?
You come in with clothes on, somebody leaves without clothes on.
Can you imagine what he's going to look like, Eddie?
No, I can't. No, I don't really see that.
Well, let's just show, I want to show the people, all the wrestling fans, I want to show them what the Hitman can do up here. Everybody played football against him, no? Now I want to show them.
Lance, I'm saving all my comments a little bit later on the show, okay?
That's good. A lot later would be even better. Okay, we're about ready for it, Dave, for the introductions.
Got a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match, and here we go. As Doug Gilbert something before the bell even sounds. That's Alan Reynolds in here, his partner, Doug Dancing, both of them out of Arkansas. The Gilberts, Tommy and Doug, out of Lexington, Tennessee. Doug Gilbert reversed into the ropes. Alan Reynolds pays for it, though, as he's slammed down to the mat here.
You know what, Lance, I just left a minute ago because I had to take Miss Jennifer back in the back, but I was just thinking about something. Can you imagine Eddie Marlin naked? Ew.
Come on, Missy.
They might, I mean, I know we're going to have the ambulance out there for the cardiac arrest, but they're going to need a lot more than that for all the people that get sick.
Doesn't that little girl need a little attention? Don't you need to go back out there with her? Marvelous idea.
There's Doug Dancing in here right now. Tommy Gilbert with a front face lock on him. Up in the air, drops him down to the mat. Tommy Gilbert on his feet to the corner and back to, as he calls in, the Hitman, Doug.
We're watching. Ooh, picked him up, slammed him right straight down, yeah.
2. That's it.
Got it.
He gets the cover in the count of 3 on Doug Dancing, so it's going to be a victory for Tommy and Doug Gilbert. The time on it, 1:14 seconds.
Well, no question that time. The Gilberts made it look easy as they came up with a victory over Reynolds and Dancing. We're going to take time out. We've got more action in store for you. Be back in a moment. About ready to get ready to go. At least we have one of several in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it, Dave. Yeah, you're ready for it. We're a little confused now. I got it.
All right, this is going to be a single match here. It's going to be Jesse Owens out of Memphis, Tennessee, going against, from Tampa, Florida, 238 pounds, the one and only Steve Kern. This match 1-fall, 10-minute time limit. The referee, Jerry Calhoun.
Bell time, and the fabulous one, Steve Kern, going against Jesse Owens. Haven't seen Jesse in quite some time. He has wrestled here with us on CWA before, but it's been a while. Tying up, Steve Kern. Rough kind. He went for a fireman's carry throw. Owens was trying to back up. He got a piece of him, and look at him hang in there with that wrist lock, take him right over and around. Boy, he really is working at a tough tempo. He's got that wrist lock on the side where he can go either way with it, and he chooses to go underneath. Pumps it again. Jesse Owens scooped up. Kern slams him down, dead center of the ring.
Steve with a cover. He got a 1 count on him. Jesse hanging on to that left elbow. Steve really put a twist on it a moment ago. Kern all over it. Got him down on the mat. Jesse Owens trying to get away, get back on his feet. Steve trying to keep him from doing that, and he does. He has him down on the mat, but Jesse Owens is under the rope. The referee asks Steve to back up. He does. Jesse Owens back on his feet, and we're about ready to get right back into it. Steve Kern backs him onto the rope. Fires him across the ring. Caught him with a forearm coming off of there. Jesse Owens again off the ropes. This time Steve Kern round behind. He's got him. Has he got the sleeper on him? It looks like it. He does. Referee right there. Now, nighty-night time.
Davey, I'm going to see if I can get the king on the phone.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Hey, man, that's over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111,
Well, that's the match. The sleeper hold for Steve Kern did it, as he pretty well took control of this match against Jesse Owen. Now he's going to wake him up. Pop him on the back of the neck here after a little massage, and welcome back, Jesse. You just lost the match. Minute 32 seconds the time. Steve Kern heads back for the dressing room after a victory here on CWA Championship Wrestling. All right, we're getting things set up over here in just a moment. I hear dial tones and things like that going on. Trying to get the phone set up so that Lance can be talking to the king here in just a moment. Jesse Owen holding his neck sideways as he heads back to the dressing room here after losing that match to Steve Kern. Got more action still to come in the ring here in just a few minutes. We got a big 6-man tag team match which will be coming up in just a few minutes. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis will be part of that. They'll have as their partner Scott Steiner. You'll meet him for the first time. He's out of Detroit, Michigan. Let's see, Lance. Yeah.
Hey, Jerry. Lance. We want to get you on the phone out here today and talk about this situation with Gilbert, the son of a gun. You know, when I say it's getting serious, I can't believe the stuff that they're pulling now.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll tell you, Lance. There's got to be a stop put to this, one way or the other. You know, we're gonna get things working here shortly. You know, I've come back. I guess the first week maybe I came back a little bit too early, but now I feel real good. I'm ready to get things going here, and I got some surprises in store for Eddie Gilbert. I can assure you that.
Yeah. Well, I know. Yeah. Okay. Hey, listen. Come on.
Now, listen, this is 3 weeks now, Lawler. If you're not man enough to come down here and face me man-to-man, why don't you quit calling, quit having Lance Russell call you? I'm sick and tired of this. I'm the new king here. You only talk on this program when I want you to talk. Well, you're a gutless wonder now, something, right?
Well, Gilbert, you can run your mouth all you want to, brother, but...
You're exactly right about that, if I want to, if I don't. So, bye-bye, king.
Okay, I'll tell you, you're talking about sick and tired. I am getting sick and tired of you coming out here every week. I'm in the middle of a phone conversation. You come out here and grab the phone and slam the thing up, and I, in case your dad didn't tell you anything, you're rude. You come out here and grab the phone out of somebody's hand.
Oh, now I'm rude.
Yeah, you're at least that much.
Well, let's not ask them. I'm rude to you.
Yeah. You're rude to everybody here that's here. It's our guest of this television program.
Right. Well,
you come out and intervene.
So you're mad. You're mad because I come in and hung up on your precious king.
Yeah, well, you think I'm going to like it for you coming out here every single week and try to interrupt our program and do it?
We can do whatever we want to do.
You may just find out, Missy, that you can't do everything that you want to, and you better...
You know, I'm glad you're sick and tired, Lance, because, you know, this past week, when I was talking to my brother Doug and my dad Tommy and Missy this week, and you know, and I was thinking about all the legends, since I've been on the Legends Slayer now, right? All the legends that I've put out to pasture. The first one, of course, was your king, Jerry Lawler. He's gone. He won't even show up on TV anymore. Then was your stupid star, Bill Dundee. I sent him on his way. And then came the big millionaire Jerry Jarrett, who's got log income and everything. He won't even show up here to see his boys. I put him back out again. And then I started thinking, who's the person that's left? And then it hit me. I said, the greatest legend in the Mid-South area I've overlooked. How could I do this? The ancient mariner himself, Lance Russell.
All right. Don't get into that.
Today, I just happen to have a little surprise for you.
Oh, all right. Now, listen, Eddie. I got a little surprise for you, maybe. Yeah, I got a little surprise. You know Jerry Lawler? I was just talking to him before you interrupted on that. You know where I was calling to him for?
Sure, his house.
Think again. You got another thing coming. I was talking to him right out in the lobby of this television station. Jerry Lawler is right here, right there. You got something to say to me, you go say it to him. Look out, baby. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't approve of these fights in the studio and all of that. But this is one of them that I can't cry about. If anybody ever had it coming, that Gilbert had it coming. He's done everything. He didn't mention the fact he burned Randy Hales along with everybody else that he's burned. So
So we just thought he would let him think that Jerry Lawler was not around and out in the home. Lawler pounded on him. Whoa, there they go. Watch the folks.
Back in the corner by the door back there. That's a big sandbag. Lawler slammed into the door. He returns it to Gilbert. Look out. Well, they're out in an area that has no lighting out there. We follow them as long as you can.
Davey?
Yeah.
They're battling outside here. I tell you what we got to do. Let's us just take a break right here. And uh-oh, Lawler going out after him. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and catch this, see if we can get the camera set. Okay? Let's take a break. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum main event, Lawler and Gilbert. No referee in the ring, but that's not all of it. Another match is going to be Jeff Jarrett against Doug Gilbert, one-on-one this time, Jeff.
That's right, Doug. I'm talking to you right now because I know you're going to be watching this. This week, just like Lance said, it's going to be one-on-one. You know, last week you and your daddy, yeah, he's going to be handcuffed at ringside this week, and so is Eddie. You two did bust my head open last week, but this week it's going to be an entirely different story. It's going to be one-on-one, and Doug, you better show up because you're going to see a fight.
Hey, Eddie, you got a Tennessee street fight.
That's right, but before that, I'm going to be handcuffed across the ring where I can see Tommy Gilbert's face when Jeff is beating up on Doug. And then, Tommy, you came out here and said you wanted to fight me. Well, I'm tired of getting in the ring every week. I'm too old. I told you to fight every week. So this time it's a Tennessee street fight. I do it best that way, Tommy. And I'm going to beat your brains out, and I'm going to end this because, like I say, I'm tired of getting in there every week.
Outside, we got the camera out there at the parking lot. Jerry Lawler and Eddie Gilbert started fighting right in here. Fought all the way out the building. They're out, and that is a parking lot on the side of the TV station. And Lawler and Gilbert are just going straight at it. Lawler slams Gilbert's head down on the hood of a car. A street ball. Lawler picks Gilbert up, and Gilbert swings back, tagging away, and Lawler picks Jerry up, slams him right down into the windshield. Lawler, good night. He busted him right down into that windshield. Lawler picking himself out of that windshield. Jumps Gilbert from behind. That's the parking lot you're looking at. Jerry Lawler and Eddie Gilbert. That's Lawler right there. I don't know where Gilbert took off, I guess. As Eddie has disappeared, Lawler going back looking for him. That's not Eddie right there. Good night. He slammed Lawler right into the windshield on that car. Whew. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a brawl. He picked Lawler up and slammed him. Look at that windshield on that car. Woo. And Lawler came out of it, was fighting back, and apparently Gilbert took off. He ran out of the camera ring.
Don't know where he went.
And he got out of there. Something new all the time, buddy, long as we've been doing it.
Hey, no, that's the camera crew coming back in. I thought we were coming back in here.
Give them a hand for surviving it all, I can tell you. Okay, Ken, I tell you what I need. I need the winner of our last trivia contest that we're announcing at if Randy Hales has it, if he'd bring it out to me. I don't have that winner. I'll tell you what we'll do right now. Let's go into the new question. The Renegade Rampage Trivia Contest is simply a matter of letting you have an opportunity to participate in all the fun. Every week we ask a wrestling trivia question. We get in the answers. All of the correct answers to the trivia contest are put into a barrel, and a name is picked out of them, and that is our winner for the week. Now, this is an 18-week contest. Each weekly winner receives a very nice set of 6 mugs from Renegades. They also T-shirts and that sort of thing, and a very nice weekly prizes. But the big thing about it, the 18 names ultimately will be used for a selection of one winner as our Grand Renegade Rampage Trivia Contest winner. Now, that winner is going to be flown to the site of the Renegade Rampage Finals. Remember, this is a $250,000 biggest cash prize that it's ever been involved with around here. Now, that's for all prizes that are involved. Each time that there is a Renegade Rampage, there are points given for a win, a disqualification win, and so on, and 0 points for a loss. Now, all of those points will be added up. There will be a finals of it, and we're going to end up with a very large distribution of money. Now, right now, we're going to go to the Renegade trivia question for this week. This is one that you will need to put the answer in, and we'll give you the address where to send it in just a moment. Name the only 2 brothers who have held the NWA World Heavyweight Championship or title. This is the single match. This is not tag teams. We're looking, there were 2 brothers, only 2 in the history of NWA that have ever held the NWA World Heavyweight title. We want you to name the 2 brothers. If you can correctly do that or think that you can, send your entry to Renegade Rampage Trivia Contest. Now, that must be on your entry. WMC TV5, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. I'll leave that up there for just a second before we get into our next match here, and this will give you an opportunity to copy that down. Now, please, you must have Renegade Rampage Trivia Contest on your entry. If you can name us the 2 brothers, the only 2 that have ever held the NWA Heavyweight Championship. Is that it, Dave? Okay, thank you. Okay, this entry comes from Olney, Illinois. Is that correct? Yeah, Olney, Illinois. And our question for that particular week was, in his career, Jerry Lawler caused many wrestlers to have their head shaved. Name 3. He names Don Bass, Bill Dundee, and Tommy Rich. Okay, there were a lot of them that were involved in it, but those 3 are acceptable. And the winner is Kelvin Hunt of Olney, Illinois. Kelvin, congratulations. You're our weekly winner. You'll get your Renegade prizes for the week. And in addition to that, your name will go in the all-important pot that's going to contain only 18 names to see about the grand winner. Now, in addition to being flown to the site of the Renegade Finals in there, you will be put up in royal fashion. $500 will also be given to you. That's not to sneeze at. It should be a whale of a day when that time comes. It will happen in June, by the way. Olney, Illinois, our first victor from that area, and Kelvin Hunt was the winner. Okay, that takes care of our Renegade Trivia Contest. Get your answers in for this particular week, and let's get them in here. We're about ready to go with a 6-man tag match. Golly, I can't get over that action with Gilbert and Lawler. Battled out there on the parking lot. Ended up with Lawler being thrown into the windshield, climbing out of that, and son of a gun, he jumps Eddie Gilbert, and when he starts pounding on Gilbert, then Gilbert takes off, and he's long gone, nowhere to be seen. Okay, Davey, what do we got here?
Got a 6-man tag team match with some new faces coming up here. Let's introduce them first of all at a total weight of 760 pounds. Out of parts unknown, it's the Assassin. He is under the mask. Out of Stuttgart, I don't know which one, Sir Jonathan Quinn. And out of New York City, it's the man who calls himself the Atomic Punk. Going against him, it's Jeff Jarrett from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Billy Travis from Lexington, Kentucky, and out of Detroit, Michigan, Scott Steiner. That is Billy Travis starting against Sir Jonathan Quinn.
We'll have to identify him as we go along because there's several names that we have not seen here before. A double backdrop on Jonathan Quinn as he dumped down. This is Scott Steiner. This is our first look. And Scott is out of Detroit. Boy, is he muscled up. Very big young man. Big power slam down on Scott Quinn. 1, 2. Did he get him? I mean, right off the bat, he got him. How about that? Is that impressive for your debut on Championship Wrestling?
That is almost incredible. We've got like a 48-second fall here, and the victory is going to go to Scott Steiner, Billy Travis, and Jeff Jarrett. That's the opening fall. I guess we'll have to check time. It looks like we may have time for more. Oh, here comes the King.
Let me tell you something, Eddie Gilbert. I can stand a lot more than that, Lance. I can stand anything, Gilbert, that you can dish out. Believe me, brother, you can't touch me on your best day. I promise you, Eddie Gilbert, no matter what you try from now on, you're not going to be able to put the King down. You slam me through a car windshield, you slam me through a concrete floor, and I'm going to keep coming right back, and I'm going to get right in your face until I do this, Eddie Gilbert. And I'll tell you what I'm going to let you do, brother. This week, I'm going to let you live up to your name. You call yourself Hot Stuff? Well, you're going to get real hot this week, Gilbert. Hotter than anybody's ever gotten when they mess with the King. Now, let me just say one more thing. I want to make this short. I want to make it sweet. You know what I got in store for you, Eddie Gilbert. But you got that sleaze bag running around the ring with you that you call Missy Hyatt. Well, Missy Hyatt, when you get in a wrestling ring, when you get yourself near me, you're putting yourself in a man's place. And let me show you right here what happened to the last little valet. Take a look at the screen. This is what happened to the last valet that tried to interfere in my matches. Now, I want to tell you something, Missy Hyatt. I hope you get close enough to me for me to get my hands on you, because I promise you, I'll do the same thing to you. Eddie Gilbert! Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert! You're going to be real hot, brother.
The King. That piece of clip that we were looking at right there was Rick Rude and Angel. And Angel messed around, and she saw what Lawler did to her. We're going to take time out. Be back in a moment. Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on the